or to work together. We don't often think, except more recently, that the interfaith movement has its youthful and children's component as well. So I'd like to call on Edwina Cowell, who directs and leads Spiritual Playdate. This was a fantastic contribution to the Parliament that took place in Toronto and is now happening in the Chicago area in Edwina's leadership. So Edwina, tell us about Spiritual Playdate.
Thank you so much, Larry. Thank you for including me this morning at this lovely gathering, and I'm just grateful to be here with all of you. And I think that was actually very accurate. A lot of us see this interfaith movement as groups of adults dialoguing, us coming together, and of course that's critical. Of course that's important. But our organization is a little bit different. We see the need for religious literacy. We see the need for reform in faith education. And so the best way for me to really give you some background on this is to give you a little bit of the origin story of Spiritual Playdate. So when my son was 7, I was one of 3 moms who we were having Playdate every week. 3 7-year-old boys, 3 moms, and the kids would run around and play, and we would sit around and complain about Sunday school, religious ed classes, conservative school. So I always say we were kind of like the 3 bears. I happen to love our faith education group, but it was 45 minutes on Sunday. I felt like it wasn't enough. I wasn't part of the conversation. I didn't know what was going on. We call that outsourcing now. One of the other moms had her son in a very conservative religious school, and she was afraid that the education was a little too narrow, and that she wasn't able to be part of much of that conversation. And the third mom was what we now would recognize as one of the nuns and duns. She had walked away from all formal religious education, and although she considered herself a person of faith, that she believed in something, she felt like that window to talk to her kid was starting to close, and that she knew he was asking questions. She didn't feel equipped to answer them. So we took that playtime opportunity and we decided to sit down with our kids on the living room floor. So once a week, instead of the kids running around and playing, the 3 of us, the 3 moms and the 3 boys, would sit on the living room floor and we would talk about what does the word religion mean? What is forgiveness? What is gratitude? Meditation? All of these things that as parents, we really care about. We call a lot of those things forgiveness. I call that a spiritual skill. That is something I want my kid to understand, that it's going to help him throughout his life. So that was the origin of Spiritual Playdate. Spiritual Playdate was just this informal thing. Within a very short time, we realized we were doing interfaith work because we had the maps out and we were talking about what's religion, what does that mean? What are the religions of the world? Who are these people? Where do they come from? What do they believe? So fast forward many years, that child is about to be 20. At Parliament 2015 in Salt Lake City, we launched our program nationally. At this last Parliament, we were so privileged to collaborate in Toronto to create the first ever Interfaith Family Festival. And we had 5 days of joyful, interactive, educational performances, activities, and just fun with families. So we're all talking a lot about inclusion, and I would urge you to think about whatever it is, whether it's within your congregation, within your own families, that the place we really need to focus on right now is really our children. This is all happening so fast, and they grow so quickly. We don't have a lot of time. And the window to work with these children, in our opinion, is from age 5 to age 10 or 11. By 11, if we have not had an opportunity to share with them and help them become critical thinkers and look at what they believe, they're out of here. They're done with us. They're not interested in sitting with any adults on the living room floor anymore. So now, as we hope to develop our next phase, which is peace teams, which would be middle schoolers and high schoolers, the Spiritual Playdate itself is an online program with an enormous variety of resources. It is for parents, it's for educators, youth sponsors, Sunday school teachers, grandparents, and what we have are what we call soul talks. That's kind of our bread and butter. Soul talks are conversations, and they're based around scripts of questions. So every topic, we have 3 sessions, and it's all done in a Socratic questioning method to get the kids talking, to tell you what they think, and for you to tell them what you think, so that you are now engaged in a real conversation with your kids. When we indoctrinate our kids, we shut off their critical thinking skills. One of my favorite quotes is that one of the dads that uses the program said to me, "I'm really tired of sitting down my kids and saying, this is what you believe." And this is what we've done, and this is what many of us have had done to us too, which is why there are so many folks that are really sort of off-put by the whole process. We need to really reimagine and rethink some of the ways that we approach our faith ed. So in Spiritual Playdate, we have our soul talks, we have activities, we have music, we have books, we have Spotify playlists. Parents don't need another assignment, they don't need a packet to go home and work with their kids. But they can turn on a Spotify playlist on the topic of forgiveness, or God, or world religion, or connectedness, or heaven and hell. So we also have meditations, and we've expanded now into looking for opportunities for joyful gatherings, joyful interactive gatherings. I was just thinking about this yesterday. I think, we're doing a lot of protests, we're doing a lot of very sober work. Let's just be honest, many of us are angry about, the state of affairs right now. And so what we want to do at Playdate is make sure that we look for opportunities for families of all faiths, of all beliefs to come together in a joyful gathering. One of our new developments, our initiatives this year for all of our affiliates is to host spiritual block parties in their communities. Another thing I mentioned before is peace teams. That's another initiative that we have. So thank you again to Parliament for allowing us to be part of this Interfaith Family Festival this year. It was an amazing event, and we're going to be releasing the commemorative video next week. I hope you all will get an opportunity to check that out. I invite you all to participate with us. There are many, many ways to participate. There is free content online, free newsletters. There's memberships for parents. There's memberships for affiliate members. And we collaborate with all of our affiliates because we want this movement, this movement of family interfaith involvement to be successful on a global level. So thank you very much for having me.
Questions to